Sandy Parker Martinez with Pink Lady Posse, and I am here today with Linda Galvan, who is a transformational guru, actually, to me. But I have asked her if she would share her advice for for women who want a good life, who want a full life, who want a robust, pizzazzy life. So, Linda, I would love for you to share with us your advice and your thoughts in that way.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Sandy. And that's such a great question because I think this is something that many people on the planet right now are asking themselves. We're realizing that life is short and we need to live our life to the fullest. So I have been going through my own personal journey. So as a transformational facilitator for women, I also have to be constantly transforming in order to be able to assist women in their transformation. And this particular question, I feel, is one of the most important ones because no matter what's going on in a struggle with a woman, in the end, what's the end result? She wants to be fulfilled in her life. She wants to feel happy, joyful, all of those different things that we as women want to feel. And so I would say that my personal learning, just through the transformation I have gone through over the years, is that being committed to the parts of myself that were wounded as a child and
Mhm.
committing to the healing of those parts literally opens up the natural birthright we each were created with by divine source to be joyful, happy, filled with abundance, opportunities, love, all of that. The reason why it tends to be difficult for women to find that is because our wounding is like a wall. It gets in the way of us, allowing the receiving of the divine happiness and laughter and all those things that we want. And it's because of the wounding, the way we've been programmed as children, the particular things we were taught. Not that we should, of course, blame anyone out there or our parents or
Right.
the structures out there. That's not the problem. The problem is we're believing particular things that are not actually in alignment with true divine source. We're not in alignment with actual divine truth. Because if we believe our wounding, if we believe our trauma, if we believe all the things that have quote unquote created us in this lifetime, we are believing a lie because we're beyond all of those traumas. We're beyond all of the experiences we've had. Yes, they were important for our soul growth, of course. However, we have to take all of those things we've experienced, integrate them into the truth of who we are as divine beings of light, divine beings created by divine source, whatever word you want to call it, God, the light. And once we integrate all that we have experienced in this life and realize these were all lessons to make us stronger, to make us more wise, then we can take all of that learning, all of the background information that we were taught, keep what really is truthful and aligned with truth, throw away all the rest, say, yes, I've learned this from that experience. I learned that from that divorce. I learned that from losing that person, and bringing it together and going, this is life. This is what makes it full, because we're like, look at all these experiences we've had. And if we can put them into the right perspective, that this was here for our growth, then we don't have to let it be something that holds us back. Instead, it's what propels us forward and helps us create a new life out of whatever the old was. So
So one
right.
of I have a question about one of the things you said. It sounded like, or the image I got as you were describing that as I have parts of myself that are wounded and those are healed, I'm actually becoming more and
Yes,
more of myself.
you
So
got
I
it.
have more of myself to bring to
Yes,
life.
you got it. That's
Okay.
exactly it. And when we are holding all this wounding, all of us can't be, you know, in the forefront. Parts of
Mhm.
us are here and parts of us are back there. And so we don't come to life fully. So we need to come to and face life full on. But the truth is, and the clients that whatever, anybody, okay, not just my clients, but anyone, including myself, what I've noticed, we resist life. So one question I would pose to anyone is ask yourself in a meditative state, ask yourself, how am I resisting life? how am I resisting love? How am I resisting money? How am I resisting a bigger career? How am I resisting, writing that book? How am I resisting loving myself? How am I resisting my own health? Because the truth is, we are programmed to be in resistance to life. So you can't be happy if you are in resistance to it.
I was reading a book called The Way is the Way. What's in the Way is the Way. And it
Yeah.
was like, whatever is your big block is the door for everything.
Yes,
Right?
exactly.
It sounds like what you're talking about. And resistance, I haven't really thought about, but I know that I argue for my limitations.
Yes, that's
I see myself doing that.
yeah, that's resistance. So anything that is not flowing with life is resistance. So
Cool.
it could be anything that you're conscious of, but but the part that's actually more impactful is the part where you're unconscious of the resistance. That is where I do the most work with a lot of my clients, is that they're not even aware, they're not even conscious of the ways that they're being resistant to aspects of their life. So we can look on the outside and go, yeah, I kind of resist, traveling because I'm afraid of blah, blah, blah. Those are just the surface things. It's the unconscious resistance that I feel is the real challenge. And you have to commit to saying what unconsciously is going on that's keeping me stuck in a cycle, or just stuck, or I just feel I can't enjoy life. Or let's say I've hit 50 or 55 or 60 and I keep, noticing I'm still in the same place I was 20 years ago. That right there should tell you you are subconsciously or unconsciously resisting some aspect of life.
I
And you're
love
just,
it. I love what you said, because the reason I was hesitant to do the Pink Lady Posse was
yeah,
I wasn't a guru of any one thing, right?
right.
And so now I realize that I don't have to be the guru. I am surrounded by people
Yes,
whose voice matters. And
yes.
so I want to thank you for being a part of our jump in and have a conversation. I want to make sure people know who you are and how to get in touch with you.
Oh,
And
beautiful.
you're Linda Galvan. And do you have a website?
Yes, it's just very simple. It's www.myname, Linda Galvan, GALVAN.com. So
Okay,
lindagalvan.com, and you can get a hold of me through there, and you can even get onto my private e-list for all the different things that I do. So
great. Well, I love talking to you. I love you. And I thank you for hopping in the conversation. I'll keep you posted. Who knows? I hope all these conversations have legs and they
yes,
just start walking around. I have no idea where it's going to end up. But it's so good to see you. And thank you again.
yes. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much, Sandy, for inviting me to this beautiful conversation.
You're welcome.